Hi and welcome. I'm Louise Swartzwalter and I own Albuquerque Natural Health Center. I work with clients using biofeedback and naturopathy and some energy work combined, and I've been fascinated with the brain for years. I used to say I taught special ed and then became like the children that I taught. I taught special education students for 29 years, and then I became ill myself and had to get my brain working again. So I've always been fascinated with the brain. I also spent a long time working with dyslexics, and even though I don't like labels, I guess we just use those for purposes of understanding them. And those kids were incredibly bright, and I really enjoyed working with them, teaching them to read, write, and spell. I learned a lot from that, and I realized that, you know what, everybody really wants optimal brain power. So do you desire that? Do you want optimal brain power? Do you want an improved memory? Do you have stress, anxiety, or ADD? Do you have chronic pain? All of those things can be worked on with my beautiful Balanced Brain program. So what I've done is develop a biofeedback type program that works on balancing the neurotransmitters in the brain. And here's how it works. Another name for it could be called frequency medicine. Now, frequency medicine just means energetic frequency. You can compare it to what we do today with sending a text message or sending a fax. Have you ever thought about why does that text message get from here to somebody else's phone? How does that happen? How do those words end up on their phone? It's energy, it's frequency, it's being transmitted through the airwaves. That's the same thing that I'm doing with clients every day. So my beautiful Balanced Brain program sends frequency to help balance the neurotransmitters. So things like anxiety and depression and PTSD and ADD can all be helped. I have a client who's 4 years old. He's autistic. And when I look at all of the things that we've done with him in just 5 or 6 months here, he's now in school. He's calmer. He's more focused. He's starting to babble. He really is non-fluent. In other words, he's not using language, and yet we know he has the capability to do that. And listening to him babble this week and actually use some language and speak was so awesome. So that's what can happen with frequency medicine, and I'm so excited about this, and I want to share it with all of you. So my new group that's coming up is a frequency medicine group. We're calling it the Bright Beautiful You group. So what I'm going to do in this particular group is actually send frequency to you or a family member to help balance not just your brain, but they're anti-aging. They're helping your skin. I can send those antioxidants to help with balancing not only your brain, but helping your body detox all of those chemicals we're exposed to in our world, which do affect our brain. It's the heavy metals and the pathogens that come into our body to clean them up that take your brain power away, as well as other things, but that's part of it. So when I can balance the brain for people, everything else works better in their bodies. In fact, we have more neurotransmitters in our gut than we do our brain. So it's also about optimizing and working with digestion. So that's part of my beautiful Balanced Brain program and part of this program coming up that I invite you to all be a part of. So I'd love for you all to be a part of this webinar coming up. I want to invite you to the Bright Beautiful You webinar. That's January 18th. It's a free webinar. It's at 12 o'clock noon Mountain Time. We'll send you the link. Please join us to learn more about how you can be bright and beautiful, learn the 7 secrets to a youthful you, and experience part of this program.